Alright, I'm back here and I come upon a rock stack. I know it wasn't squatches because they don't stack rocks right out in the middle of the fucking path. There's no footprints around to show any signs of a squatch. So what I did, I knocked that pile down and I left my signature, Valley Bigfootin'. The purpose of that is you don't come into another researcher's area and go behind my back. That's a bad no-no. That is a no-no and a half. And I will get pissed off every time I turn around. So I knocked down, on here on the bottom I put bad move. I put Valley Bigfootin', then I put underneath of it, bad move. You don't come into my area and try to do squatching. This is my area. I've been doing it since '81 in here, and I don't want anybody in here unless I invite them to come squatching. If they want to go trail walking, that's fine. But as far as squatching in my area, that's a no-no. That is bad. That is bad business. So I hope whoever watches my video sees this video and sees exactly what I did. I'm pissed. You do not come into another guy's research area and treat it like it's your own. You want to come in, I've left cards on all these cars that have been in here. Give me a call. But till then, stay the fuck out of my area. Pardon my French. But it pisses you off, you know. It'd be like me going into Daniel's area or me going into Justice Mayhaw's area or me going into somebody's real famous research area and say this is my area. You don't do that, man. That's bad business. So I hope someone sees that, and I hope they get my damn message. So anyway, I'm gonna be up through looking. I doubt if there's any squatches in here right now. I hear movement, but that could be birds or that could be something. I don't know. But I ain't seen no tracks yet. Only thing I've been looking at is structures. That really pisses me off, man. It really does. I hate it when people comes in and try to take my area over. And I think I know who did. If I go to Waffle House in Waynesboro, I'll look at that kid and say like, hey, you going in my area? I don't know what you're talking about. I've seen you in my area. I've seen you that one night with that group. Yeah, I will start a big controversy over it. This is my stinking area. I got these squatches the way I want them when they come in, and I don't need anybody coming in scaring them away. Sheesh. I'll be back. I'm pissed. Okay, I just finished my little rant. Where I caught somebody else is in here trying to research my area, and it's not going over too good with me. Like I said, I'm going to take and post this on Facebook and YouTube, and whoever sees it that's in my area, don't come into my area and trash it. Don't come into my area, period. Now, we're sitting here, we're going here behind the camp, you know, and somebody's been back here on a dirt bike too. But anyway, like I said, we're looking for structures, and look right over here. Now let's take a good look at this. Real good look at it. See tracks. Okay, now we look right here at these two trees right here. You look up, we see one broken limb. This tree right here, which would be this right here. So there's another limb right there, which come. Well, I could say it's a structure, but it's not, because we had high winds that night. You had that tree right there break. That's a break right there. And we got another break from right up there, down here. Nothing right there, nothing right there. So I can also say this right here is high wind. But wait a minute, on the other hand, if it was high wind, all this right here would be new, freshly broke and down. I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I can see by looking at it that this has been here for a while. I'll show you how I can tell. That's been laying here for a good while. Pick this up. See that? See how it is right there? Lay it back down. I can tell that's been here for a while. If it wasn't, it wouldn't be that wet. It would be wet, but it'd be, you know, soggy. But for it to hit right there, you got this tree right here, which is a locust. It's bent completely over. Now this piece right here comes up and it's broke right there. Goes up there. Okay? This piece right here goes up there. Now here's the question. This tree right here, that tree right there is all the way up. If it snaps, it'll come down and miss this tree. This tree was bent over. And you got this and you got that. Even this down here has been here too long. You can see it's been there for a while. So we know that. So we know this is the structure. That's the structure. After observing it, you got to do the doubtful thing first. You got to check the tree and everything, say it's this, that, but then you really start to look. You can tell that's been there for a while. This has been there for a while. This tree right here is straight up. It's bent completely over there. See? Bent completely all the way over there. Kind of wild. Let's go back this way, see what we can find. So I'll see some tracks. See 8 track. How long has this been? I was back here today sometime. Looks like. Alright. Over here to my left is, when I was up to halfway around that ridge and I was walking around the bottom half of the ridge is where I saw them squatches at. Those 2 at 10 feet and everything. Daniel's set cameras up in here and we found footprints and everything else, you know. So we know that they come over, because that one day I come out right up here and I heard a whoop. Not a whoop, but like a dove sound over there. Then I heard a dove sound over there. And as I was walking out, it kept following me. And I turned and went to the camp and I went on up around the other side of the field to come across the top area to come down through the field. I could hear them in here rustling around, but they didn't go any further than behind the camp, away from me. You know, so I still got a chest cold, man. I got phlegm and all that crap in my lungs and shit. So I'm just trying to do the best I can. I'm mainly aggravated because I got trespassers coming in trying to research my area without me behind my back. That pisses me off. But we can look back through here. We can see bends. Here, let me give you a good one. Let me give you a good one. Where's it at? Right there. Zoom back out. Where's it at here? Right there. And closely. Where's this sucker at? Right there in the front. Right there. There it is right there. Gotta look closer. Right there. See how it goes? There's my finger. See how it goes up and over? Pretty cool. You know, but when you have people in your area, that really messes your research area up, because you got people in there that don't know what they're doing, coming out here and making a bunch of noise, thinking that claiming that they know what they're doing, and well, what can I say? You got assholes out here who try to trash your area. Here's an interesting one. I missed this year. There's a trail going in. Look at this right here. Very interesting. Now you see, this tree right here is bent all the way over. It comes down right through here. Comes down, right through here. Comes right on down there like that. I hear something, but I'm not sure. But you got that, you got this bend, you got that little break right here, which has been a while. Alright, you come over here. There's a creek runs through there, so they can come over here and get grubs and shit. This tree is broke. Right here, old buck rub, right there. And it's been broke. You can see where they bend it and snap. You can see the snap in it and everything. But that was probably done back this summer. This one here is new to me. And I've seen Daniel's videos, my videos, and we've never seen this here, so this is new. We know that. Because, oh, someone can bend that, really? How can he bend that tree? And then, here's the kicker. This log right here was picked up. And this limb right here was tucked underneath of it. That's what's holding this limb down. If I move that thing, this tree's gonna shoot right straight back up. But it ain't gonna bend up all the way because this back part here then got stretched, and this part right here then got contracted, so it's gonna stay in that position. It'll go up about 1.5 feet, 2 foot maybe. That's about far as it goes. And everything. Okay. I'm seeing tracks. I'm seeing like 10-inch tracks. And they go across and they go right through there. They're going right up that ridge right there. Whoop! Yep! Yep! Hey! Hey! If I get a response, I'll have a heart attack. But I'll let them know I'm in here. Now they know I'm in here. So I gotta find me a nice stick. Something I can do some damage with. And try a little knock in here. Let me see here. Okay. I got a better knocker to house, but I ain't really very bad. Let's go around here. I'll be right back.